Well, guys, it's late, but I like to receive my downloads when I'm laying down. And this one is pretty significant. Let me just say that if you think killing Vladimir Putin is going to be the answer to your prayers or to ending the war with Russia, Ukraine, you are so wrong. There would be a younger man that would take his place, that would be so much more against the West and would not negotiate. Not the same person that's in power now. So think about that. If something were to happen to Putin, I feel like his life could be in danger. I don't think he's going to die, but there's a bounty on him. Also, by summer, maybe the middle end part of summer, between now, say May through August, something very big is going to happen, and I feel like it's going to be sooner than later. I see the capital of Ukraine, is it Kyiv, being completely wiped, and if there are any Ukrainian regime, Zelensky's regime, they'll go down with the wipe. And I know Zelensky doesn't hang out in Ukraine like people think. He's everywhere else begging for grabs, but he's a dead man walking because he is a problem. And I'm not talking Russia, really, even though he's a big thorn in their ass. And I'm sure Putin is a thorn in their ass as well. But it'll be something you wouldn't expect that could happen to Zelensky. They show me the area of Kyiv. That city is going to be destroyed. The overall energy that I get off of the Russian people, like the civilians, is get the fucking thing over with. They're angry at Putin. Overall, I feel it's a procrastination type of feeling that they see when they look at Putin, like, why didn't you nip this in the bud sooner? Type of feeling I'm getting, which is, they want to be done with this too. And like I said, the next person that comes in, if something were to happen to Putin, will not be very nice. They already have a successor being groomed. He's being groomed, handpicked by the Kremlin himself. Be careful what you wish for. Now, I see bridges, 4, maybe 5. Well, I see 4 clearly, and there's a 5th one that's the last one, hard to get to, being bombed. And it feels like these bridges are connected to NATO countries, or like maybe Lithuania, Latvia, I don't know exactly where. And this is Poland. It's one. This is in order to keep drone material, weaponry, etc. from coming into Ukraine. I believe the Russians would prefer to bomb on Ukraine side of the bridges that connect to these other countries, but if they have to, by all means, they will bomb on the other side, not hitting civilians necessarily, but I'm being shown they want to nip this in the bud. The uptick, the overall energy in the Russian military and the Kremlin itself and the government and the people, there's an uptick. Things are going to escalate and is going to be nipped in the bud. That's what I'm getting. And so I was seeing that, and just overall a speed up to try to stop this. There are also other countries, European countries, and parts of Britain who are manufacturing drones that are coming into Moscow now and to bordering cities like Kyiv and areas like that in Russia, hitting homes there. I would imagine that the drones, okay, I'm being shown, I just have to say it, that whatever drones are coming in, the Russian intelligence, military are collecting the parts, looking at it to see where the serial numbers are coming from and where these drones are being manufactured. A lot of them are coming out of Germany and the UK. London, Britain, that area. Things are going to get dangerous for these two countries. And, you know, my heart goes out to the Ukrainian civilians, but they're tired of their own regime. They don't claim it to be their regime. And I understand Russia went in there, and I know the reality, war is ugly. I'm not taking sides, but I know a bad regime when I see one as far as money laundering, and that's what your boy Zelensky's doing, if you support him. But I don't wish the people of Ukraine any ill will. I hope they can recover and go back to something that belongs to them and find peace. Meanwhile, let's look at Obama. Let's look at 46 and ask them, why did they create this proxy war? Because that's what this is a proxy war. We're starting to see proxy war over in Mali, and we're starting to realize that possibly Emmanuel Macron, the leader of France, is behind that, helping to supply it and fund the jihadists over there. It's their way of fighting Russia because Russian military is there. Do your research. So yeah, my overall prediction is that there's going to be an uptick in the military. I see the capital of Ukraine pretty much destroyed here soon, between now and August of 2026, sooner than later. And the overall feeling with the Russians in general is get this shit over with. The overall feeling with the Ukrainian civilians, get this over with. The Ukrainian regime is just wanting money. I don't support wars, but I know what a proxy war looks like when I'm looking right at it. And I trust my intuition, and I've been saying this now for 4 years. Proxy war. Hunter, Joe, Obama, and so many more leaders over in Europe. It's all about that money. It's all about trying to dismantle East. First, they want Russia, then China. Some people say Iran. I'm not here to tell you what I think on a human level, but on a spiritual level, I'm being shown things are about to get real over in Ukraine.